Wake me up before you go. Don't leave like a yo-yo. Okay, you see what I just found? Let me check something real quick. Let me put on my shirt so you don't think I'm being nasty, right? All this talk about people being nasty lately. Epstein files and this one boinking this one. What do you expect? You mean to tell me you're surprised? Oh, let me put this up on the whatchamacallit. All right, let me put this one up here on the window. There, we should get a good signal now. And then I'll check. I should have been recording with this one. Let me get back where I'm comfortable. Let me get comfortable. Hold on. Okay. So I just found this right now. Okay. You see this right here? It says Jeffrey Epstein's niece exposes the elite's secrets. Anya Wick exposes all from Bill Clinton to cult of Baal. Okay. The truth is far from Epstein, Ghislaine, Bill Clinton, child trafficking, MK Ultra, satanic cults, and Baal worship. This has it all. It's in her new book. Okay? But whoa, not so fast, my friends. Not so fast. Okay. Hold on. Hold on just 1 second. Let me check the signal. I should have wrote down the 2 channels that I want you to check out. Okay. There's 2 channels that I want to share with you because I'm sure they're being sandboxed. It's raining, so I'm not sure about the signal right now. But I didn't write down their names, but I'll write it down right now so that I can show you, because one channel that I shared, I said some things that I shouldn't have said on that, so I erased the whole damn thing, so you don't know who the person's channel is. Okay, so I'm checking my signal here, but there's 2 channels that I want to make you aware of. Okay, looks like we're getting a good signal. Okay, so you see this? So they're coming out saying, all this sexual stuff, with Epstein, and now they're saying all the stuff that's going on. I'm not going to repeat the names. I don't want no part of it. But okay, so now everybody's going to go buy this book, right? And read all the sexual, all the juicy stuff, right? Well, all that stuff has already been talked about. What do you think I've been talking about? This is all in David Icke's book, the one he wrote back in 1995. All the new books he's putting out there, I think that's a bunch of horse crap. Okay? The books he wrote back in 1995 already talked about this stuff. Everything that she mentions there is all talked about in The Biggest Secret by David Icke that was written in 1995. So what are they trying to do? I propose they are trying to throw you off the trail of the extraterrestrials, who David Icke calls the reptilian shapeshifters, because I'll bet you she's not going to make one mention of them. Okay? So they know that the people are starting to find out, so they're trying all these different little tricks. Okay. So, now, what's going on with this third interstellar atlas um, object, comet, that is um, moving towards Earth, and it's moving at um, 150,000 miles per hour, which is 42 miles per second. And and so I'm trying to erase all these things because of the information I got yesterday, right? I'm keep saying don't recommend this channel, don't recommend this channel. It keeps, saying over and over again, and it has McHugh Kaku. It's got his picture on there, and it's AI, and it just keeps saying the same thing over and over and over again. And so this person who's saying it's got thrusters on it and all this bullcrap, right? I told you why they're doing it. When it comes by here on the 19th, you watch what happens. Nothing's going to happen. It's a bunch of crap. It's a meteor. Okay? The real ones, they're hiding them. They know they're out there. They're here on Earth right now. You read the book, The Biggest Secret, and you'll find out who they are, who these bozos are. Okay, so this dude is suspect of being one. Okay, I told you they infiltrated the all these positions where they're studying the high tech telescopes. They've got control over all of it. Okay, the telescopes that are in outer space and the telescopes that are in Chile and wherever else they're at. And this is what he says. He says, "Well, I did the calculations on it, and it's about from the calculations I did." He says it weighs about 33 billion tons. Okay, and he said it'd be this size, this size. Well, I checked this out. I'm like, something that is, they're saying it's about 5 miles big. Okay, I think they said it was like 20, yeah, like 5 miles big. They talk in kilometers, but you can check it out. 5 to 10 miles. Originally, they thought it was a quarter of a mile, right? Like 2.5 miles or a quarter of a mile. And then all of a sudden it went up like 4 times, and now they're saying it's like 5 miles big and weighs about 33 billion tons. Okay. And so I'm like, well, maybe if it came from Jupiter, because Jupiter is like 300 times bigger than Earth. You could fit 300 Earths in Jupiter. So using that calculation, um, it would be like building a ship or a craft that's about 176 feet. So that's doable. If they have some kind of giants on Jupiter who could build this thing, because at that weight, that would be the equivalent, the size of it would be of this ship, right? Because they're saying it has thrusters on or whatever. The size of that ship would be about 125 ocean cruise ships. Those ships that they go on cruises, people live in them. Those huge, gigantic ships, it'd be like 125 of those ships. So that seems kind of, doable. How do they build a ship? First of all, right? A cruise ship. Well, it'd have to be 125 times bigger than that. But if it, they say it blew apart or it exploded into different pieces, and then they show these pictures of it. It could be that it's 125 pieces, and each one of those pieces is the size of a cruise ship. You know how many people fit on a cruise ship? That would be like a whole freaking small town, a whole civilization, right? A whole tribe. of people would be able to fit in, or if it was a pod of them seems a lot more doable. But I think the whole thing is a bunch of horse crap. Okay, it's a freaking comet, and this dude is saying that to freaking discredit people who are exposing them, the extraterrestrials who are here on walk amongst us right now, who are the rulers doing all this crap. And that's why he said this crap. And so if you go in and you listen to what David Icke is saying, David Icke ain't saying nothing about it. If you go and look on X, he's not saying anything about it. So I've been reading his post and it doesn't even sound like him. Okay. So you can go in. That's why I'm here. I was looking to see what David Icke is saying. And let's see what else I got in here. Okay. Here's one that supposedly David Icke left, but like I said, it doesn't even sound like it's David Icke. I'll just tell you what it said because I can't find it right here. Okay, so anyway, I'll tell you what it says because I'm having a little bit. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, see this post right here by David Icke? He reposted what Elon Musk said. Elon Musk said Optimus will eliminate poverty and provide universal high income for all. And then David Icke reposted, supposedly David Icke, which I don't think it doesn't sound like him to me, and I've read a lot of his books. And David Icke says, no, it won't. AI will impose control on a level never before seen in known human history. What's more, you know it, right? So I don't agree with this either. All this stuff that he's saying, I promote his books. Okay, I promote the reptilian shapeshifters, the all the stuff that he says about these things in his book, The Biggest Secret. But this other stuff that he's talking about, the EV and all this other crap, the simulation is bullcrap. Somebody even posted right now saying that you can't mathematically have a freaking simulation because if that was possible, you'd have a simulation inside of a simulation inside of a simulation, right? You can't do that in real life, in reality. That's okay. And so so he goes like this. No, it won't. This well, maybe it will, because the human race is evolving. And if it was to get any worse than what it's like right now, if it gets any worse, they know what's going to happen. The people are going to revolt. Okay. And then there's also some stuff going on over in India. So in a way, it would be. Well, I can't say it anymore like that. I don't want to set off the radars. But you look at what's going on over in India, right? This one lady, she was like the head honcho. Um, this country broke off from Pakistan. I forgot the name of the country, and they just sentenced her to the death sentence, right? And it's like, you know what? These people, they're freaking. This is insanity. This is all drama. They're doing it just for freaking drama or to be the big cheese. If you stop and you look at it, look at the psychology, that's what they're doing. They're doing it for excitement. They're all a bunch of freaking drama queens. Okay, so that's all I've got right now for you right now. I just wanted to share that what's going on. But yeah, David Icke isn't saying a damn thing about this 3 interstellar atlas comet. Okay, thanks for leaving comments, people. I see it in there leaving comments. And I'll try to make another video later. Right now, I'm really limited to what I can do because it's been raining really very hard, and it's just raining all in the kitchen. And I'm using little things to capture the water and stuff, but it's just a mess. It's a freaking mess. I should have bought a tarp, you know, should have got that big old tarp, but so that's why I can't, you know, write stuff down. And oh yeah, also on this ship, what this one dude, Avi, okay, is claiming this ship. He claims it's a technological spacecraft, not a comet, right? And so this thing is supposed to weigh 33 billion tons, and it's traveling at 45 miles per second. That's 150,000 miles per hour. So it'll be here next month in December. It'll be here next month on the 19th, okay, at that speed. So he's like, let's just hope, because it's going to be around by Christmas. He says, let's just hope they don't send us any presents, right? Like if it's going to stop and send off like a space shuttle to come down here. And they try to act like they don't understand our language or something like this. They're the ones who are here. They know who these people in outer space are. And so um I'm like, okay, even if it was a technological spacecraft, when it gets up here, because it's like 33, it's 30 million, it's about 30 million miles away right now. I mean, from passing by Earth, it's 170 million miles away. The sun is 100 million miles, right? And it just passed right by the sun on its way to be the closest to Earth. It's going to be 170 million miles away, or 130 million miles. I think it's 170 million miles from Earth. And well, the thing that took the pictures of it, it was like 15 million miles away from it over in Mars. But anyhow, so if this thing is traveling at 45 miles per second, 150,000 miles per hour, and let's say it decides it wants to stop when it gets here by Earth, right? Because it's traveling parallel this way, 170 million miles away, right? It's not making a beeline towards Earth. So let's just say it wants to stop when it gets closest to Earth on whichever trajectory it's going. How long would it take for that thing, 33 billion tons? You know how long it takes for a train to stop, right? So, how long would it take for this thing to stop if it wanted to stop and, you know, do something here on Earth? Traveling at that speed, 33 billion tons. Okay. They're going to have to, they would have to turn off the engines like a couple million miles away or something, right? For it to slow down. And so anyway, I just wanted to bring that attention to you. Yeah, they're saying that it is 33 billion tons. So I did the equation. I came out with it'd be the equivalent of 132 cruise ships, because a cruise ship weighs 250,000 tons. Okay. So thanks for leaving the comments. I see 9326 says hey, and this other one says just saying something stupid, and the other one says something dumb too. But thanks for leaving comments, and I'll keep you posted with anything more. Okay, so make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for hitting the likes, and we'll talk to y'all later. You know what I said about the dude over at Harvard, right? Is it Harvard or Stanford? I'm gonna go find out for sure. Okay, but I'm pretty sure he's right here in California. Okay, he's the ethnicity that you can't even mention. Well, people are starting to mention it a little bit, but before you couldn't even mention it. This is how they basically went after David Icke. But it's like David Icke is now he's like he's like he doesn't want to go all the way with it. Okay, for some reason, or he would be on here talking about this stuff. It's not what they're saying, it's what they're not saying. And so I just want to clue you into this. Okay? This person is that racial ethnicity that you couldn't even talk about. And I'm still leery about. I won't even mention it. But that is it. And so that's why I'm saying the whole story that he came out with is freaking horse shit. And you're going to find out next month on the 19th. Okay? So stay tuned, and I'll keep you posted with anything new else that I learn about. Also, there's two channels that are saying some stuff that's you really don't want to be, you know. I'm surprised the information is getting out the way it is. Now, there's also another channel that I saw last night. It was a lady, and the things she's saying, um, I don't think she knows what she's messing with, to tell you the truth, unless she's, some kind of multimillionaire, right? But if she's just a regular person, a regular nobody making under 100,000 a year, I don't think she knows what she's messing with, right? You should have heard what she was saying about all these new things that are all these sexual things that they're talking about people. I mean, she was, you know, you got to be careful. These people are very powerful. They have billions of dollars. You know what you can do with billions of dollars? But there's two channels I want to let you know about. And so I'll try and write those down for you next time. Like I said, it's a mess in here. It's freaking raining in the house. And so hopefully that'll change here soon. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later.